What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Addict85, and in this video, we're gonna talk about my experience with the Undisputed Beta this past weekend. I ain't gonna lie, it was a little rough for your boy, but we're gonna talk about it. So the Undisputed Online Beta, let's talk about it, man. So I did not see this coming at all. When Steel City Interactive announced this thing, I was like, whoa, you know, they had been doing their daily render drops and reveals. They had released some short social media clips with referee interaction and knockouts and things of that nature. But for them to allow us to play the game before early access came out of left field for me. But I was super excited. I thought it was ready. You know, I don't have a PC. I have a MacBook. But what I ended up thinking would work for me was subscribing to NVIDIA's GeForce Now, and I thought I was going to be able to either get on my tablet or get on my MacBook, log on to GeForce Now, and be able to play Undisputed that way. I was locked in, I was ready. Well, first off, before that, you know, the weekend that they decided to do this thing was the exact same weekend that I was on Air Force Reserve military duty. Your boy is in the military, I'm in the Air Force Reserve, and this thing was happening on that same weekend. But the hours sort of worked out. I usually get off typically between 4 and 4:30. In the East Coast here on Friday and Saturday, the online beta started at 4 o'clock and ended at, 7, I believe. So that would have given me a couple hours to boot up and log on and make it happen. But day one was rough for a lot of people, not just me. For one, myself, I wasn't able to play it at all. I thought GeForce Now would work for me, but for some reason, my Steam library was available, but it wasn't available for Undisputed specifically. It was almost like GeForce Now was not recognizing Undisputed being in my Steam library, so I couldn't play it at all. But day one was rough for a lot of people. You know, if you're watching this video, maybe you witnessed it, maybe you experienced it yourself, but the servers were really bad that first day. Some people played, some people got in and it was choppy. Some people, all they can do is watch others play. But needless to say, I couldn't play at all. I couldn't even log into the game and even try to create a match for myself. But anyway, day two comes and I tell myself, yo, I gotta do something. So I'm searching online and I find this service called Shadow PC, where it actually gives you a virtual desktop that you can actually install Steam on. So I did that, and lo and behold, I was able to get in. I was able to log into my Steam. I was able to actually download and boot up Undisputed, and I was able to get in. Now that second day, I played for a little while. I didn't have long to play because I figured it out super late into the hour, you know, the window that we had for day two. So I got, I think, one match in. The fight ended up getting disconnected. I didn't complete the whole fight, but it felt good actually being able to get in and feel the controls and move around a little bit. So although I didn't finish the fight, it was a little choppy. It wasn't the best connection ever, but it did feel good and it felt satisfying knowing, okay, this can be done for me. Day three, I thought was going to be a wash because that was the final day of my military duty. So when I got off, I was immediately going to hit the road for a 4-hour drive. And I just figured by the time I got home, the online beta was going to be over. So I get home around, I don't know, 8 something. I hit up Twitter and I see that not only is the beta not over, you know, they extended it, you know, for a few hours, and I had up until 9 o'clock at that point to get a fight in. So I kissed my wife, hugged my baby. I took off, you know, half of my clothes, and I immediately started fumbling with my tablet trying to log into Shadow PC so I could play. So I got in. I was able to fight 3 times. I only completed 1 full fight. It was my second fight. The first fight, I think the connection got lost or something. But I did complete 1 full fight in the middle. I took an L, and then the third fight, it was going good, and then the connection lost again, but it was what it was. But I was just happy that I got 1 fight in. From my perspective, I wish I would have had more time to get more familiar with the control scheme, because as a UFC 4 player, I got in and I wanted, it was just that muscle memory with UFC 4. I wanted to press the same buttons that I'm used to pressing in UFC 4. But, you know, like I said, I completed the fight. I was able to see what the game was about, and it felt good, man. You know, I'm not going to go into what they can improve. A lot of people have already covered that. There are some things that they can tweak, and they're working on it. What was really impressive for me, and what I didn't expect, was from day to day, they were actually, you know, tweaking the beta and making some adjustments, you know, in their downtime. So for instance, a lot of people said, you know, these shots need more damage, or we need to see more knockdowns, or we need to see this, or stamina needs to drain more. And they were addressing the issues. I didn't think that. I think that they would just put all their resources into making sure the server itself was squared away. But they actually went, in my opinion, above and beyond to address some of the things that the individuals were complaining about. So good on Steel City Interactive, man. That was a good look. Other than that, again, I didn't get to play a whole lot, but it was a lot of content creators out there that I was watching, and I want to thank them personally for holding it down. So people like, you know, Jay Shep, King Juice, Prioxis, man, who else? Dark Side. I know I'm leaving some people out because I'm coming off the top of the head trying to remember who all I saw. Study dropped some stuff, of course. And there was a lot of dudes out there, you know, covering it, going live. Man, how am I forgetting Showbiz the Adult? He was holding it down as well. But yeah, a lot of content creators was out there, you know, holding it down and making the content happen. JMMA, can't forget about him. Again, I'm gonna stop naming names because I know I'm forgetting some people, but I just want to thank you all for holding it down, man, and holding me over, especially the times where I couldn't play. It was good seeing the game. It was good seeing other people play, giving feedback and enjoying themselves. It looked like it was a good situation, man. So that's all I want to say in this video. I'm gonna keep it short, and I'll see you on the next one.